we're walking the path. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here in Guanacaste, in Playa Avellanas, right down the street from Rythmia. Hello, good to see you all. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. Let's talk. We got let's talk. Before we talk, I want to share with you a little bit. Every week I get the privilege of coming and sharing with you. What's up, dude? Aloha. Great to see you all. Thank you, Billy. Great to see you. Welcome. Every week I get to share this with you. And every week I want to remind you of what's going on at Rythmia. Every week it's an amazing transformation. I get to watch it every week, and I'm understanding something more about it than I ever did before. And this is an insight that I had regarding what happens at Rythmia. What happens? Petra, hello, how are you? Let's talk. You want to talk? Petra just said, here, I'll share this with you guys. Petra just goes, let's talk. It's coffee talk. We're going to talk now. So, okay. Here's one of the things that we say at Rythmia that happens all the time, right? We merge with our soul and we see some aspect of ourselves that we haven't wanted to see. We bring something to the light. In seeing that, we merge with our soul. We come back to a state of wholeness. And then from there, we can forgive and we can heal our hearts. This is the miracle of Rythmia. So why do we have to experience? This is my question. Why do we have to experience the stuff that we want to get rid of again, right? Because one of the things, hey, Lisa and Max, welcome. Amanda, what's up? I love seeing all these people joining. Hello, good to see you guys. Why do I have to relive the thing that I want to get rid of, right? If anger's my thing and I do the medicine and hi, Karen, I do the medicine. Nikki, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm seeing everybody. I'm like, hey, hi, how you doing? We got the Facebook and Facebook and YouTube world over here. We got the Instagram world over here. We're on all the worlds. So we talk a lot about feeling. We have to feel. What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Get out of your head and into your heart. Why? Why is the feeling important? Why is the feeling the healing? So we talk about this split at Rythmia, and what happens is two things happen simultaneously. Something happened to all of us when we were little. It could be over a glass of orange juice. It could be over a bowl of tomato soup. It could be I was abandoned. It could be I was molested. It could be my sister said something mean to me when I was little. It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? It doesn't matter because, it doesn't matter because trauma isn't what happened. Trauma is the story that we tell ourselves about what happened. And so why do I have to feel it if I want to get rid of it? Why do I have to feel it if I want to heal it? Because what happens when that trauma occurs, we're whole and complete. We're little happy, you and me. And then something happens and I feel unsafe. I feel unloved. I feel unworthy. And I don't ever want to feel that way again. So the first thing that happens is whatever I was feeling to feel unloved, unsafe, and unworthy, I suppress. I push down. And the next thing that happens is I project out who I think I need to be so I don't ever feel that way. Who do I need to be so I feel loved, so I feel safe, so I feel part like I belong and I feel enough? Well, I've got to be perfect. I've got to be the one who does it all right. I've got to be the one who doesn't make a mistake. I've got to be the hero. I've got to be the smart one. I've got to be the responsible one. I've got whatever it is we think we need to be in order to not ever feel like we don't belong, we're not safe, we're not loved, and we're not enough, right? So why do I have to re-experience feeling not enough, feeling unsafe in order to heal that? Because we've been suppressing it for so long. Because we've been pushing it down for so long. Linda, Young, Thomas, what's up? This little light, what's up? Good to see you guys. Why do I have to relive it? Why do I have to feel it in order to heal it? Because I haven't been feeling it. That's the point. I haven't been feeling it. And so I've got to feel it. And that's all we have to do is feel it, observe it, and it heals. Couple of things to remember. It won't always be this way. So often in my life, when I'm going through something, I think even though I know things change, it won't always be this way. For some reason, when I'm in the middle of it, it doesn't feel like it's ever going to change. And so that's the other piece to remember. It's not always going to be this way. It really, really, really won't. Things will change. My opinion will change. My view will change. My feeling will change. I won't always feel this way. So remembering those things. This is what happens at Rythmia every week. In a week, we're healing and feeling the things that we have been suppressing for so long, bringing them to the light in just that container. Something miraculous happens. We return to a state of wholeness, and we begin to express ourselves in a way that is meaningful in the world, where we're actually living our purpose. That's the point. So that's a little bit about Rythmia. Our topic today, nothing is wrong, kind of fits right in with what we were talking about. Nothing is wrong. How is it that we can say nothing is wrong? Because we could look at the world and say there's a bunch of shit going wrong right now, right? The political system in the United States, Canada's got a bunch of stuff wrong, Ukraine, Russia, Europe, right? China, wrong. The Latin American summit is going on right now. Cuba's wrong, Nicaragua's wrong, Venezuela's wrong, whatever. Everything's wrong. Everything in the world is telling us something's wrong. And I'm going to sit here and tell you nothing's wrong. And you're going to say, bullshit. I can see all this stuff that's wrong. Okay, so how do we embody this principle that nothing is wrong? Nothing is wrong. Why? The universal principle is that everything is working together for good, right? Amanda says, I'm going to put this up, Amanda. Amanda goes, I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine, right? That's what we call spiritual bypass, right? Like, everything's fine. We don't want to bypass shit. Thank you, Amanda, for that. We don't want to bypass stuff, right? We want to feel it. We want to experience it without getting hooked by it. And fundamentally, when we're in the activity that something's wrong, it's an outward projection. That's wrong over there. Something is wrong over there. They're wrong. That nation is wrong. That political system is wrong. That person is wrong. My boss is wrong. My sister is wrong. Someone's over there that's wrong, which is actually a fundamental belief in ourselves that we're wrong. It's a projection, right? So walking the path that nothing is wrong is a simple statement to say, in the very simple terms, that whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm experiencing is for me. Ultimately, it's happening for me. So, in the only way that I can unwind this habitual pattern that something is wrong, the only way that I can unwind a habitual way of believing and thinking that there's something wrong is primarily the process of acceptance. We must accept what is so. We must accept the present moment, that this moment is everything, is as full as can be. It's brimming with potential and possibility. Nothing is wrong in this moment. But I'm feeling wrong. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be thinking this way. I should be more spiritually advanced. I shouldn't be feeling sorry for myself. I should be at a higher vibrational level. I should be, it should be, they should be. Great. Well, we're not. I mean, let's just face facts. We want to just keep shit real simple. I'm feeling what I'm feeling. My dogs are in the background, and I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with the dogs barking. I knew that when I was going to do this Facebook Live from in my house, I was like, well, the dogs will probably bark, and I'm going to say there's nothing wrong, right? Like, that's it. So fundamentally, so something happens, experience happens, and I have a reaction to it. I immediately blame the experience or something there, and I simultaneously blame myself for feeling my reaction to it, right? The peace, the biggest sense of peace and well-being that can come is from a deep-seated belief and approach to life that whatever I'm feeling is okay. That exactly what I'm feeling, that there's nothing wrong with what I'm feeling. So the first step is to come inward instead of outward. So all this shit is wrong. I don't like what's going on in the political system. I don't like what my brother said to me. I don't like what my friend said to me. I don't like what my boss said to me. That upset me. I don't like that this experience happened. A dear friend of mine passed away. Someone committed suicide. I don't like that. There's something wrong. That's wrong. The first piece is to come back to subject, get off of the object, which is out there, come back to subject. The second thing is, how is it making me feel? Come back to myself. Examine our feelings. We have to get so disconnected from what's going on. Just come back to the simple, how am I feeling? Sad, angry, mad, like really get granular about it. I'm feeling disconnected. I'm feeling like I shouldn't be feeling this way. Whatever, begin to come back to an awareness of how am I feeling? And then there's nothing wrong with how I'm feeling. In fact, there's not one thing that you can feel or experience that isn't trying to get your attention, right? That's the thing, is that our feelings, our emotions are trying to get our attention. They're trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us that the old ways of coping are no longer working. And if we don't pay attention to them, we just keep that habitual pattern wound up. If I can pay attention, I can be prosperous enough to pay attention to how I'm feeling. In the act of bringing my awareness to how I'm feeling, I begin to unwind that tightly wound pattern of habitual thought that something is wrong. Fundamentally, our feelings are coming up from deep-seated trauma within us, right? That our body keeps the score. There's a great book called The Body Keeps the Score. The issues are in the tissues, right? We embed our trauma into our body, and then something happens, external stimuli, it reminds us of an earlier trauma, recreates all that stuff that comes up in us, we project it out. So the request is, the invitation is, notice when you're doing that, come back to center, ask yourself how you're feeling. Those feelings are coming up from trauma within us. They're not asking for anything other than to be brought to our awareness. In fact, there's nothing that you're feeling that is wrong. There's nothing that you're feeling that is not okay. Because why? Because you're feeling it. Why? Because it's coming up. If it's coming up because it's asking for your attention. And rather than suppressing it, if we just acknowledge it, if we just go, oh, I'm feeling this way. Here's what I like to do. I like to put a Buddha on it. That's what I say, put a Buddha on it, right? What does that mean? Put a Buddha on it means that there's not anything that you're feeling that doesn't deserve awareness. And Buddha isn't some guy that lived 2,500 years ago and is smarter than you and I'll ever be. Buddha means awareness. Buddha means consciousness. So if I'm going to put my Buddha on it, I'm going to put my awareness on it. All I'm asking, all the feeling or emotion is asking, all the experience, the external stimuli that causes a reaction within us is just asking to be acknowledged. And what do? We push it down. I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't be feeling this way. Karen says, can I trust my feelings? Yes. Yes. We don't want to get caught by our feelings. We don't want to get caught in the loop of, but here's the difference, Karen. And yes, Linda says what's coming is going. Absolutely. Why is that true? It's coming up to be healed. It's coming up to be acknowledged. And when we acknowledge it, it loses its power. When we just see it, it loses its hold on us. There's an old myth from Greek mythology about the sirens. Do we remember the sirens? They were these mermaids that had a call that no man could resist. Their song, no man could resist, and the sailors and seamen, would crash their boats on the shore. They would jump into the sea and drown because they couldn't resist the call of the sirens. But the Greek myth said that if any man could resist the call of the sirens, they would lose their power. Isn't this us? Isn't this myth the myth of us? That we all have these things that call us off course. Something happens and we feel some emotion and it calls us off course. We get caught in the spin. Karen's saying, can I trust my feelings? I can't trust them to lead me down to the sirens. What I can trust is that they're trying to tell me something. And I won't get the message of what they're trying to tell me unless I pay attention. Unless I can bring them to my awareness. And in the observation of them, they begin to lose their power. In the observation of them, they begin to lose their call. Patricia says, how long should I give my feelings power for? So, like I said, we don't want to pitch a tent in our feelings, right? We don't want to build a condo in this feeling of not enoughness. In the act of observation, what happens is we separate a little bit. There's a little bit of distance. When I'm fused with my feelings, right? I'm feeling this and I'm not even aware that I'm feeling it. So that's when we get caught. When you're asking how long should I give my feelings power? Well, if I'm just fused with it, I'm not even aware that I'm giving him power. The minute I can bring my awareness to it and go, oh, I'm feeling sad right now. Now I am feeling sad. That is an immediate separation that there's this thing called you, this seat of observation that's inside of you is observing the feeling. You are not your body. You are not your feelings. You're not your mind. You're not your thoughts. You're not emotions. How do I know that? Because I've seen myself in the mirror today. And I remember seeing myself in the mirror when I was 20. And I remember seeing myself in the mirror when Jeff, bye. Great to see you guys. I remember seeing myself in the mirror when I was 10. So I remember seeing myself in the mirror when I was 10, when I was 20, when I was 30, when I was 40, when I was 50. I look completely different than I did at 10 or at 20 or at 30. But that's still me. What is that? What is that that's looking out at the mirror? That's the part of me that's eternal. That's the part of me that's observing. That's the part of me that separates from my experience or emotion when I bring my awareness to it and say, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling like I shouldn't be feeling this way. I'm feeling like I've just stepped 5 steps back and I've not even taken 1 step forward. Whatever it is that we're feeling, we can just bring our awareness to it. And in that acknowledgement of the awareness, we separate out a little bit, just a little bit of space from our emotions. And this is where they begin to unwind. The first step is to bring our awareness to it. The second step is to bring our acceptance to it. Nothing is wrong. There's not one thing wrong with how you're feeling. There's not one thing wrong. You're feeling it because it's trying to get your attention. If we keep suppressing it, we get caught in that cycle again. It just winds it up tightly. By acknowledging it and stepping into just breathing. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. It's okay. This is how I'm feeling, and it's okay. How long should I give my feelings power for? Until they don't have power. Until the charge is gone. Until I'm not feeling that way. It's okay. Like, it's just okay. Nothing is wrong. I'm all right. The feelings that I'm feeling are coming up for me. They're coming up to teach me something. What can I learn from them? Show me. The prayer then becomes show me. I can't see what this sadness is trying to teach me right now, but show me. And the more I can just be okay with it, I'm feeling sad right now. It's okay. It begins to unwind. It begins to become less charged. Boy, we've got some beautiful comments coming up here. Deborah says, fuse and like clouds, they pass. I don't attach my feelings to thought. I love it. You are not your mind. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. I see the same me in the soul's mirror. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lisa, thank you. Karen says, sometimes I don't recognize myself, right? Like, who is that? Who is that? Obviously, I'm not my body, because who am I observing? That seat of observation. The power of this comment, Karen, is that we are infinitely more powerful. We're infinitely more powerful than any of the ephemeral experiences that we're having. And when I can say, I'm observing that, I feel this way, I'm acknowledging that there's a seat of consciousness from which I am observing these external stimuli. And that seat of consciousness is the part of me that's eternal, that's never been hurt, that's never been harmed, that's never been sick, that will never die, and was never born. That's the part of me that's infinitely powerful. That's the part of me that's infinitely connected. And I'm never not connected to that. But our feelings and our emotions and our thoughts about something being wrong makes us feel like we're separate from it. The thing we want to be separate from is the emotion. The thing we want to connect to is the truth of our being, eternal. So, Donna says, when I over-identify with my feelings, I get into trouble. This is being fused with your feelings, Donna. That's perfect. I'm so glad you said that. When I over-identify, that means I am my feelings. But when you say I am feeling this way, you're acknowledging a separation. You're acknowledging that you're not your feelings, that there is an I am, and the I am is observing that this feeling is occurring. And there's nothing wrong with it. The next question is not to get fused with that feeling, not to get into trouble with it, but then to ask it what its role is. What is that feeling coming up for? What is it trying to teach me? Typically, it's trying to protect us, right? Typically, we can just look at that and say, it's trying to protect us. Thank you. But that program is no longer valid. I can just breathe. Let's see here. I feel like I'm not happy. I feel lost and sad, and I can't do it. Nana, thank you so much. Beautiful. So, are those familiar feelings? Probably so. Feel that way a lot. Here's the thing. You don't always feel that way. And we don't want to get caught in that loop. But by you acknowledging, Nana, I feel unhappy and lost, and I feel sad, and I feel like I can't do it. Okay. Guess what? We all feel that way. In fact, right now on the planet of almost 8 billion people, there's probably 1 million to 2 million people right now feeling unhappy, lost, and sad, and that they can't do it. So we can then begin to say, all right, I'm feeling this way. It's okay. It's okay to feel this way. A lot of other people are feeling this way, and I won't always feel this way. What is this coming up to show you, Nana? What is this trying to teach you? What is this? What lesson? What role is that trying to teach you? Maybe you can share that in the chat. Missy says, sometimes I allow past hurt feelings to keep me held back. I've got to try to stop that. Okay. So the first thing, Missy, is to say, I'm allowing my feelings to hold me back. Well, they're trying to tell you something. Why are they trying to hold you back? Instead of trying to stop it, just acknowledge it. Just accept it. There's a part of you that feels hurt. There's a part of Nana that feels alone. Amanda's saying, I feel that way every single day. You're not alone. If you recognize it, you can heal it, embrace it, change it, create it, love it. Yes. Beautiful, Amanda. Right? This way, Nana, we all feel this way. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it, and I'm not enough. So the first thing is just the acknowledgement of it. We just acknowledge it and bring our awareness to it. There's my sad Buddha that doesn't feel like he can do it. That's it. That's the first piece. That's the first piece. Radical acceptance of what's so. Nana, there's nothing wrong with you feeling that way. The more that you feel that there's something wrong, the more we're going to keep that old pattern lined up. But if we can say very simply, there's a part of me that feels sad and that I can't do it and feels unhappy. That's it. That's it. I just stay there. Just allow myself to feel this way. Bring my awareness to it. I'm putting my Buddha on it. There's my sad Buddha that can't do it. Okay. That's it. It's that simple. Here's the second piece to that. Stop thinking about the problem and start thinking about God. This is the golden key. Emmett Fox wrote a book called The Golden Key. It's like a 6-page pamphlet. And it says basically, hey, Jake, what's up, brother? It says basically, stop thinking. The way to solve any problem is stop thinking about the problem and start thinking about God. So when you're feeling, I'm alone, I can't do it. And I'm alone, I can't do it, and I'm sad and I'm unhappy, right? We get locked in that pattern. So we go, all right, I'm feeling sad, alone, unhappy, and I can't do it. Great. That's how I'm feeling. There's nothing wrong with that. Now I'm just going to turn away like the flower turns towards the sun. I'm going to turn away. I'm not denying that feeling. I'm not bypassing it. I'm turning towards a truth that God is all there is, that everything is working together for good. Not that everything's good, but everything's working together for good. I know and I can see, and every time in my life when I felt this way, it's been the moment of big transformation. I know and can feel that that these moments in my life don't always last. I know, so we start to think, whatever it is for you, get some go-to affirmations. Everything always works out for me. The universe is a friendly place working on my behalf. The nature of the universe is abundant. I'm abundant. Whatever affirmation, whatever you need to do, stop thinking about the problem. Start anchoring yourself in God. God is love. God is peace. There's a peace beyond human understanding. I'm one with the source of all of life. Life is all around me. Life is living me. Life is beating my heart. There's an energy in that plant. It's the same energy in me. I'm one with all of life. Life is living me. All is well. Everything is unfolding in divine perfection. Whatever you need to do, begin to say, turn away from the problem and start going to some go-to affirmations. My go-to affirmations: everything always works out for me. I live in a friendly universe that is constantly working on my behalf. God is love. God is peace. God is joy. Peace, love, and joy are seeking to emerge. Something is seeking to emerge. Here's another great affirmation. Something wonderful is happening. Even when I can't see it, something wonderful is happening. So we begin. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. This is it. First, identify how I'm feeling. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling happy, unhappy. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling like I can't do it. Put a Buddha on it. There's my unhappy, sad, lonely Buddha. Use the golden key. I'm going to turn away from the issue. I'm going to turn away. I'm not going to deny the issue. I'm not saying that's not happening. I'm not bypassing it. I'm just saying I acknowledge it. I feel this way. And I'm going to turn towards love. I'm going to turn towards peace. I'm going to turn towards everything is always working out for me. Everything always works out for me. I live in a friendly universe that is constantly working on my behalf. The nature of the universe is abundant, and I am abundant. The nature of God is indivisible. I am indivisible from the source of life. I am one with all of life. I'm one with the trees. I'm one with the birds. I'm one with the bees. All of life is working for me. Everything is working together for my good. I have everything that I need. I need everything that I had. All my needs are met. All my needs are met. We can anchor into these truths moment by moment by moment and build a consciousness that all is well. How do I know that all my needs are met? Right now. Right now. I might be worried about rent 2 months from now or next month or 2 weeks from now. But right now, you're watching this broadcast. Right now, all your needs are met. Right this second. Right this second. Do you need anything right now? Right now. No? Okay. So right now, all your needs are met. How about now? I'm good. I'm good. I might use a glass of water. Hey, I got a glass of water. Okay, cool. How about now? Yep, all my needs are met. I don't need anything right now. I'm good. I'm good. Got it. Okay, how about now? 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 We build a consciousness of all needs met, moment by moment, breath by breath. Right now, I'm okay. Right now, right this second, I'm okay. Next second, I'm okay. Next second, I'm okay. All right. Breathe. Okay. Okay. That's it. We're going to bring our awareness to it. We're going to put a Buddha on it. We're going to use the golden key. We're going to remember our affirmations. All my needs are met. Everything is working together for my good. Everything always works out for me. God is love. God is peace. God is abundance. God is prosperity. God is joy. I am one with it. Whatever it takes. Nana says, let's see what Nana says. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was listening. I'm trying to reply to you, but by listening to you makes me feel different. I am here now listening. I am here for a reason. Thank you, Nana. Love you, sister. Thank you for being so vulnerable. Thank you. This has been wonderful. We've all been interacting. For you all on Instagram, on the other platforms, some people are replying, and Nana has been expressing some really beautiful feelings. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Who else is on here? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you over here to Jake. Thank you, Master Love. Thank you, Abai. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you guys so much. Sally, thank you. Namaste. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is our walking the path for today. I need to hear that too. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Life. Thank you, Beauty. So I'm just speaking this word for Nana and for every one of us right now. I've been working with my clients this morning. Some are suffering from loss. Others are getting ready to transition. So there's so much going on in this world right now. And in the midst of it all, I can anchor into a deep sense of gratitude. I'm grateful for everything that's happening. I'm grateful that my dear friend is working on a transitioning, that she's working on leaving this mortal body. I'm grateful that my other dear friend reached out to me this morning to talk about her boyfriend who overdosed. I'm grateful for my clients that reached out to me this morning that are going through it, that are feeling so deeply the pain and suffering of their children and having a hard time. But I can say this truth that I'm grateful for it all because it is all revealing more good, more God, more love, more beauty, more joy, more abundance, more prosperity, more harmony, more peace, more excellence, more creativity, more beauty. For I know this is the nature of God, that anything unlike this isn't God. Anything unlike pure, unconditional love isn't God. So anything unlike that isn't God. So I'm recognizing God. I'm recognizing this source of life and love and beauty. And I know that it is the source from which I was created, and that each one on this call currently, and be listening to the replays, anyone hearing this right now, right this moment, is an emanation of God. Even if you're not hearing it, emanation of the Most High. We can't be separate from that from which we were created. We emerge from this field of unconditional love, and we carry that atmosphere with us. Our journey is to reconnect with the truth of our being, the truth that we are an emanation of a great presence, and that we have all of the qualities and quantities infinitely more powerful than we could ever imagine. And so it's from this place of unified awareness that I speak the word for my brothers and sisters that are walking through it today, for Nana, for Amanda, for Dee, for Elise, for my brother Abai, for my brother Jake, for Lisa and Max, for all, anyone I haven't mentioned, please forgive me, just to know that you're all included in this prayer. That each one listening to this, to my voice, is included, for we are one in the source of all of life. Aside from naming someone, we're one with the source of all of life. From this place of unified awareness, I speak this word that anything that is an obstacle, anything that's considered an obstacle in each of our lives is hereby dissolved. It goes back to the bloated nothingness from which it emerged. For all obstacles are cleared. Our seemingly impossible good has come to pass. Our seemingly impossible joy, our seemingly impossible happiness, our seemingly impossible abundance, our seemingly impossible health, our seemingly impossible vitality, our seemingly impossible good has come to pass. Now is the time. Today is the day. Right now, right this moment, all of it is happening now. Now is the time. We open up to receive. We accept. We accept. We accept. We raise our cup of acceptance high to receive the blessing that is always, always, always being given to us. Are we gracious enough to receive it? Yes, I say yes, we are. We open up now to receive all the love, all the beauty, to know that everything is working together for our good, that all of our needs are met. All of our needs are met. Everything is working together to bring us closer to a deeper realization of our ultimate oneness with the source of all of life. And if life is for us, what can be against? If God is for us, what can be against? If the energy of love and beauty and intelligence is for us, what is against us? We open now to receive it. We open now to know this truth, that all obstacles are cleared, that everything that is rightfully ours, everything is rightfully ours, comes to us now with ease and grace in a magical way. Magical way. We join together now and declare that we have faith in the integrity of the magic making universe. It's made magic for us before. We felt the magic before, haven't we? Yes, we have. So we have faith in the magic-making universe. We have faith in the integrity of the magic-making universe. Everything is working together for our good. I feel it now. I feel it. I know that all of our needs are met. I feel it. I feel it. I know that all is well. I feel it. I feel it. I know all obstacles are cleared. I feel it. I feel it. I know that everything comes to us with ease and grace in a magical way. I feel it. I feel it. Feel it with me as we join in this prayer field. Woo! I'm saying this word knowing that it's the truth, knowing that the truth has been spoken here. And when the truth is spoken, the truth sets us free. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you all. Thank you all. Sending you much love, sending you much joy, sending you much beauty. Amen. Aho. Hayaya. And so it is. Peace and richest blessings.